incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Smokin' Joe. He took part in the greatest boxing trilogy of all time with Muhammad Ali. He defines the words Philly fighter. And they'll be facing Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and he weighed in at 250 pounds.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed...
Smokin' Joe. Here we have Tyson Fury. Emmanuel Stewart, one of the most famous trainers in the world, thinks this guy can one day be the world heavyweight champion. First things first, he's got to get...
This bout is scheduled for...
And this one has all of those big fight feels. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Tried to score with a jab. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You find the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance, because they will just stay in your face.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with that jab. That jab had to hurt. Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Got out of the way that right hook. Through the hook, didn't land. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, slap a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Left uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Mistakes and switching up. Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than that. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of the jab, and then start the boxing back together.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Always the smaller man.
There's no saying a good big one will always beat a good little one.
Frazier says, you want to go toe-to-toe? Let's do it. This is a high-octane battle. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Don't blink when you're watching Joe Frazier. He's got one-punch knockout power. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. A round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Both men step back for just a moment.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time they drop their guard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. punch, counter punch. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Focus on what you're about. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Come on. You're getting back into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win your round. Get back behind your jab basics. Just get in the rhythm back and go again. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on.
Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, and boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You'd like to see more jabs. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice stop, but that won't score. That jab doesn't find a home. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He missed with that jab. Figure out the combination to this safe. When you think heart and courage, you think Joe Frazier.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just misses with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that what seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Completely get your mind back on the chicken and anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one. They're much better than this.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Has he weathered the storm?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Beautiful counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick grab, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Maybe not as hurt as we thought, but he can't continue to take those punches. What is he doing in there?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
A big whiff with the right hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues.
Let's reset. Forget about, mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. We're close to it and we miss the next one. Needed to switch. That's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. Let him win the round.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. That hook just can't find the target.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Nice counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.